The E3 Alliance has been held up as a national model for collective impact.
During the recent economic challenges, the E3 Alliance has provided an opportunity for districts to collaborate, and they've brought to the table funding sources that have enabled us to leverage our limited resources to better meet the needs of all the students in Central Texas.
Texas very much needs to increase the percentage of our citizens who have graduated from college. If we want to enhance our regional economy, then we really need to understand the importance of the blueprint.
We feel that you can either invest in programs or help change systems, and we work with E3 Alliance and the Blueprint for Educational Change because we believe we have to help change the systems in order to create the future we all want.
Narrowing the achievement gaps is really tough work. We need to make sure that we're implementing effective research-based practices, that we have an effective teacher in every classroom, and that we all work together on this. The Blueprint is a strategic plan for our region.
Austin is the largest school district in the region with over 86,000 kids, yet we represent only about a third of the total students in Central Texas. We think about within our district the mobility of students between schools, but the reality is many of our students are moving between school districts. The Blueprint provides a strategic plan to allow us to coordinate resources and practices across school district boundaries, basically allowing us to think and act regionally.
Austin is fortunate to have so many wonderful people and wonderful programs working every day to help our students be successful. In the past, though, they've often worked in isolation, which meant there were redundancies and even competition for the same resources. Since the Blueprint was launched in 2008, there's been a strategic effort to coordinate these efforts and bring these programs together so that we can leverage resources and do even more.
The lifeline of businesses is a strong talent pipeline. Students, the product of our education system, are a critical part of our talent pipeline. We are a Blueprint partner because Blueprint will help us grow a future workforce that we need.
I know the power and the synergy that happens when the various sectors of education come together in a collaborative and meaningful way. And that is exactly what's happening with the E3 Alliance Blueprint.
One of the things I appreciate about the E3 Alliance and about the Blueprint for Educational Change is that groups are collaborating who have never collaborated before. We recognize that our STEM pipeline needs to be increased, and yet, for the first time, rallying around the Blueprint, institutes of higher education, public education, and nonprofit groups got together and said, hey, how can we solve this problem working together?
Several years ago, the Dell Foundation gave $1 million to the E3 Alliance. This is the largest grant we've ever given. We gave this to transform middle school teaching across the Central Texas region. As business leaders, we gave this money because we're working with organizations that know how to show real results for real student achievement.
The San Marcos community has truly been blessed through the Blueprint for Educational Change. The real cross-sector dialogues, new initiatives for our students, brand new opportunities through grant funding, working with other school districts, institutions of higher education such as Texas State University, and other businesses throughout Central Texas.
With the Blueprint, our community has a comprehensive plan with common metrics, targets, and tracking that enable educators to make decisions based upon objective data.
E3 Alliance led the creation of the first regional standards for kindergarten readiness in the history of our state. It is helping galvanize the business and community leaders around the critical needs of our youngsters.
Hispanics are the fastest growing student population in our region, and Central Texas student population is growing at twice the rate of the rest of the state, and the state already is growing fastest than any other state in the nation for student population. The Blueprint provides us a strategic plan to address the needs of all of our students.
Business leaders realize that the strength of our democracy and the strength of our economy depends on the quality of our education system as a whole, not just one school, not just one program. We all need to be in this together. Education truly does equal economy.
The Blueprint.
The Blueprint.
The Blueprint.
The Blueprint.
The Blueprint.
The Blueprint.
I'm proud to be a part of that Blueprint.